everybody. Happy Monday. Now, I had a whole different video kind of planned in my head a few weeks ago for this week, and I changed my mind. I recently quit using my Fitbit. Originally, I had a Fitbit Flex many moons ago, probably 3 years ago. I was on a weight loss journey, and before I had purchased the Fitbit, I'd lost about 30 to 40 pounds, which was great for me. I'd been running, I'd been working out, I'd been keeping track of it all myself with an app on my phone. And then when my boyfriend and I moved the second time after we'd graduated college, I purchased a Fitbit Flex. And I was like, yes, this will help me track my exercise and it'll be great, it'll be a good time. And about a year later, I decided I wanted the Charge HR that would monitor my heart rate and would also double as a watch, so I wouldn't have to wear the watch and the Fitbit for my job at the bridal shop. Now, I loved my Charge HR at first, and gradually I noticed I was gaining weight rather than losing it. I felt like I was working out the same way, I was eating the same way, but as it turns out, the Fitbit was synced to my food app, so that app was getting a notification every time I worked out, aka if I walked too fast, if my heart rate got up, and I wasn't actually working out as much as I thought I was because I wasn't in charge of keeping track of it. I know that's partially my fault, but I think the final nail in the coffin for me with these Fitbits was that the products aren't lasting for me. When I first bought the Fitbit Flex, the band broke within 6 months. Luckily, the little piece in the middle was what kept track of your walking and your movement. So I could just go purchase a new band. Our local Target sold them for like $2 or something like that. So I went and bought a new band, no big deal. And then about a year later when I went and purchased my Charge HR, I gave the Flex with the larger band to my boyfriend to use. And eventually the Flex just stopped holding a charge, it stopped working basically. It would only track about half his steps, it would randomly decide it was going to sleep in the middle of the day. So he eventually stopped using it because the quality of the product was deteriorating rapidly. Now I kept my Charge HR and I wore it every day for a year. I took it off when I showered, I followed all the directions, I charged it, I did everything I should have been doing. But about a year after I purchased it, right after the year of it being under warranty, it literally started to come apart. Like there's a bubble in the rubberized coating that you couldn't, like this will peel completely off. This can come apart completely. This is not meant to be a trashing Fitbit. I'm just disappointed in their quality of their products because they're not lasting as long as I want a product to last. I am a person that when I purchase something, I want it to last me as long as physically possible. And this Fitbit just didn't live up to my expectations of quality of product. And I don't have $150 just lying around to go buy a new Fitbit. Now, I didn't take any notes, so I don't know if I have covered everything I've wanted to cover. I'm starting back on keeping track of my own exercise and my own eating habits, rather than depending on this Fitbit app and this Fitbit to do that for me. So I deleted the app off my phone, I unbookmarked it on my computer. So I am starting over basically with myself and my motivation only. No Fitbit, no none of that. I'd originally started questioning the authenticity of the results my Fitbit was giving me based on an article that I had read somewhere, I will find it and post it in the description, of someone that had used the Fitbit and then stopped using it and discovered that they lost more weight without it than they did with it. Now I know a lot of people do love their Fitbits and they do the job for them, but it's just not a proper product for me. If anybody has any suggestions for a product that will last longer than a year, preferably 2 years plus, that would be great. I'll be happy to hear your suggestions. What was your experience with your Fitbit? Do you have a Fitbit? Do you like it? Do you hate it? Is it helping you? Now, next time we're going to be going over 13 Reasons Why by Jay Asher. I really enjoyed this book. I listened to it in my car on an audiobook. When you're driving 40 minutes each way to work every day, you might as well do something more productive than learning all of the words to the Hamilton musical. So until then, I will see you next week. Bye!